another exciting matchup with two crazy, amazing fighters that honestly, this is the matchup that we've been waiting for because, you know, Edwards versus Usman 3 is going to go down as one of the best trilogies, I think, once it's finished. I really believe so.
It
It
has
has to. Both of these
the
guys,
storyline alone.
exactly. Both of these guys have won once. It's been for a championship. You know, like the way that they won. If I can just go through this one first, you know, watching just the previous fight, just Edwards versus Usman 2 was incredible to watch. Usman was pretty much winning that whole fight. Pretty much that
Yeah,
whole fight was all Usman, taking care of business, going into the fifth round, late into the fifth round. Man, he got hit once and it seemed like it buzzed him. Then later into the fifth round, he got hit with that combo and it was done. He was done, laid flat on his face. Man, one of the craziest knockouts I've seen, and definitely one of the craziest like comebacks in UFC that we've seen. I think for that Edwards versus Usman 2 fight. But I mean, what do you think about Edwards versus Usman 3? I can't even talk because it was so exciting.
honestly, man, like I don't. You gotta bring it back.
Yeah, for the first
You
one
gotta bring it
too.
back
Yeah,
to
that's
the first
true.
one
That's true. That's
because
true.
you gotta realize that was Kamaru Usman's first start of his dominance.
That's true.
Leon Edwards first coming into his own. Um, Edwards lost unanimous decision. It wasn't even close. But after that,
It was early in Edwards' career, but
we we watched neither fighter
yeah,
lose.
exactly. I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
Edwards went on an undefeated streak, staying quiet, allowing everyone to call him boring, allowing everyone to call him like not like he's just too
Yeah.
technical. Everything, the whole Jorge
Yeah.
Masvidal, a two piece in a soda, like he allowed everyone to talk his talk, and he stood there with his head down and worked his way up that ladder one by one by one. 7 years.
Yeah.
The whole time Usman is being dominant, get his title, run through everyone in the top 10, top six of that division. This point, he's starting to run through them twice, and now here comes
Mm.
Edwards coming back for his revenge. Like you said, 24 minutes out of
Crazy.
25, Usman was
Mm-hmm.
dominating. It wasn't even
No.
close. And now, like, I never forget the chills because Edwards' corner was just tight the whole fight
Yeah,
because
yeah, there
he
was. He
just,
wasn't doing
and it's
anything.
obviously, that's what I'm saying. It's not like he wasn't trying.
No, he wasn't really
He really
landing. Like
was not doing
not
nothing.
doing
And they were,
punishment. Not
and you could tell it was getting him. And it finally got to the fifth round, and everyone in the world, what? And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Everyone in the world, including Leon Edwards, seemed like they went into that fifth round knowing what that outcome was gonna be.
not just that. The corner of Leon Edwards. I don't know if you remember what they said to
They
him.
were the only
But
one.
no, they even said to him, they were like, "You need a knockout. You need a
That's what I'm saying. They
knockout."
were the only one that,
But
like, because he was so down. That's why they yelled at him. It was like, if you don't go out there and get a knockout, this is
yeah,
over. And then they were like, even though the fifth round, like you said, the first couple minutes, he didn't even look that fresh. He still was kind of out there. Like it still looked like Usman was about to cruise to a decision, but his corner was yelling. His corner was yelling, and pretty much like you said, he threw that right head kick or that left head
yeah.
kick, and Usman even said it in his interview. Man, he's joking. He's jiving. You know, Bob right, Bob left. I wake up in the ambulance. Crazy.
It was wild.
I'll never forget
It was
the
wild.
chills, like the screams. I was just going out, like I was just going off. And then for the man to come back and grab that mic and say
Pound
pound
for
for
pound.
pound, headshot
Dad.
dead. Then calling his mama, I did it. Like you all got like to me, bro. Like that was one of the best sports moments. Like that's
Of
what
the
makes the
year.
fight game so
Mm-hmm.
crazy. 24 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
not a chance in hell.
Yeah.
One kick land, it's all over. We got a new champion, and that's why like that whole. There's no way you're not getting a trilogy. because the first fight we knew what it was, but we watched Leon work his way up.
Right.
Second fight didn't look too great for Leon, but he pulled off a miracle. At this point, you got to give it a third fight, and like you said, we've been waiting a long time for it.
Yes, we have, man. Yes, we have a whole
I'm a,
year, a whole year almost. It's crazy.
yeah, pretty much, yep. And I'm gonna tell you why I've been waiting. I've been waiting for that get back.
Mm.
I'm gonna lay out a nice little story and try to make you guys figure out where I'm going. We here for that comeback. My boy, like I said, I said a few weeks ago with John Jones, like he's about to come through and drag.
Yep.
My man's about to come through and drag. Yo, Usman, like he knows he let that happen.
Hmm.
He was out there smiling in that fifth round. I even said it even with the whole Masvidal and the two Kobe fights. My man won his title off of his wrestling pedigree and then decided he wanted to be a boxer.
That's
And,
true though. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. He likes to
and the amount of,
move back
he
defense.
don't
You
want
don't want us to go down at
for him
all.
it's his legacy. It's he wants to be that complete fighter. Not to mention, once you got a coach like Whitman like in
Mm.
your corner, like he,
One
he he's
one of
he's
the
he's
best.
he's a good striking coach. So he's really improved on his striking game, and he showed it. He's knocked out Masvidal, put a clink on
Kobe.
Kobe twice. Like he showed it. But all of those times that he decided to now use his boxing, he has more than once caught left himself open. The amount of times I watched fights in the last 3 years, and I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Stop putting your head down. Stop, like he's getting rocked. You know what I'm saying? Like it,
Yeah.
he's allowing these fighters to actually stay in the
Yeah.
fight. Unfortunately, it lost him his belt.
Did.
I don't think he makes that same mistake again
Mm.
at all.
Man, I honestly, you might be right about this, man. You might be right, but you know what? I'm not gonna count Leon out at all, because the
Nope.
reason why Usman really lost, and we got to put this out there, is definitely a little bit of a reach advantage. And Usman, that's a reason why even against the Kobe fight, it was a little bit of a reach advantage, and Kobe was able to like reach in there and hit him a few times, especially because he leaves himself open like that. And definitely because Usman he's a big shoulder guy, but his reach isn't as long as other guys. Like Leon could definitely get some shots on him. That's why I think that this fight is gonna have to go on the ground for Usman to really be able to dominate. If he wants to dominate in this fight, that's what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to take it to the ground and take over. Honestly, take over and push my man Leon towards the cage right there. Just get him right towards the cage and stop him. Get all that weight on him. Get that shoulder power on him and just keep him there for rounds on rounds. Because the one thing about Leon Edwards, he loves playing that boxing game too. He loves to go forward, go back, go forward, go back.
He's the most technical striker
Yeah,
in the
I agree with
UFC.
that. I agree with that. Definitely, as a striker, he's definitely the most technical, and he's the most kind of like that you would see a welterweight boxer fight. Just moves in, moves back, moves in, moves back. Not like a heavyweight fighter where they're just like right in your face. But he likes to pick his spots. He'll go in for you, go back. Do a couple combos, then go back. And I do think that he is gonna hit Usman a couple times. I do think that Usman's gonna get clinked a few times, and there's gonna be a few times in this fight where you're thinking like, wait a minute, is Leon gonna do it? Is Leon gonna do it? But no, he's not. And I agree with you, man. I think that this is a comeback for Usman. I totally agree with exactly the storyline that you said, that you stated forward. This has to be the comeback for Usman to get his belt back. He has that chip on his shoulder now. He knows that he shouldn't have let off the gas in that fifth round, and he kind of did. And he just wants to.
No, he did so bad. 5 out of 12 takedowns, and he had a control for over 10
Yep.
minutes.
Yeah, he had him, but
That fifth, he decided to,
yeah, he decided to
you
like
know,
do his little, yeah. That's let
you
off
know,
let off the gas literally in the last 2 minutes of the fight. Like that's when you don't want to do that. That's when you want to, try to knock the other guy out, because that's what he's trying to do. Especially because he knows he's losing. The other guy, that's the only
mm,
way for him to win, is knock you out. So you better be trying to do the same at least, or at least playing really good defense. But he wasn't, and I do think that in this fight he learned his lesson. He's gonna try to stay back a little bit and try to go for those takedowns. and that's what's gonna happen. And I think we're gonna see two incredible submissions. This may or you know what? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna. Nah, I am. I'm calling it a submission because Leon Edwards is really good on as a wrestler.
By
Yeah, I'm
submission.
gonna call a submission, and Usman doesn't submit many guys. If he only has, I believe, like what is like three in his whole career or one in his whole career. I don't know what it is, but he doesn't have that many in his career. I think that this is gonna be one of those times where he really tries to use his wrestling and you're gonna see two submissions in one night, and especially in this championship matchup is gonna be one of those that's surprising because Usman's gonna want to show you something different. I think he doesn't have that many in his career. I know that, but this is gonna be one of them. So I got a submission, and this is gonna be in the fourth round. Submission in the fourth by Usman.
So the crazy thing, and it's so crazy. Like I don't even know how many people like a lot of people really don't pay attention about this history, but like people like to forget how fucked up his knees are. Like
Usman's yeah.
Usman has some really really bad knees,
Hmm.
so submission actually don't sound bad. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with decision though.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go with decision.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I don't. I mean, I do. I would love ground and pound, but that's gonna be
I
hard.
mean,
That's gonna be
I
very
could
hard.
definitely see another 25 minutes of these guys fighting that out for a battle
Yeah,
because that's what they pretty much have been doing. You know, the other one was 24 minutes. The first one was 20,
25
25, right?
or
Was
no, I
it?
don't think it was, I think it was
Okay,
15.
was it a 50? Yeah, but still,
Yeah,
they want the
I don't
decision,
think it
so, you know, it
Yep.
was, three full rounds. So these guys, they know how to fight it out to the end. But I don't know. I have a feeling about Usman that he's going to want to show something different, especially because he hasn't fought in a year. And this whole year, we kind of knew that this fight was going to happen. We both knew once Edwards won the last fight, we knew that this was going to happen. So I think that Usman kind of knew it as well. And he just wanted, I think he wants to learn something different and wants to beat Leon another way, not just standing up.
No, no, I definitely agree. But either way, I definitely think pound for pound comes back.